Did you know that you might be throwing away hundreds of dollars a year on something your chickens could be getting for absolutely free? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into the ultimate homesteading dream, which is how to feed your backyard chickens for exactly $0. I promise you that by the end of this video, you will look at your yard, your kitchen, and your neighborhood in a completely different way. We are going to reveal a massive secret that the commercial feed industry does not want you to know. The truth is, the healthiest diet for your flock does not come in a 50-pound paper bag with a barcode on it. It is actually hiding all around you. I want you to tell me in the comments right now, how much do you spend on chicken feed every month? Prepare to reduce that number to 0. Before we get to the methods, let us step back in time for just a moment. 100 years ago, the idea of driving to a store to buy specialized pellets for a backyard flock would have sounded absolutely crazy to our grandparents. Historically, chickens were kept specifically because they were the ultimate scavengers. They were the cleanup crew of the farmstead. Their wild ancestors, the red jungle fowl, lived entirely off the forest floor, thriving on bugs, seeds, and leafy greens. It is only in recent decades that we have been conditioned to believe chickens require highly processed, store-bought feed to survive and lay eggs. But the modern backyard chicken still has all those ancient foraging instincts intact. We just need to learn how to unlock them and provide the right environment. Let us start with the absolute easiest way to get free food. Look at your garden right now. See those annoying weeds? Well, to your chickens, that is a gourmet salad bar. We have been brainwashed into thinking that weeds are the enemy of a good yard. But what if I told you that dandelion, stinging nettle, and chickweed are packed with vitamins, calcium, and protein? It is completely true. The myth that chickens only need processed pellets is just a marketing trick. In the wild, their ancestors thrived on exactly this kind of green forage. By simply throwing your pulled garden weeds right into the chicken run, you are saving money and giving them incredible nutrition. Imagine spending $0 to weed your garden and getting bright orange egg yolks in return. It is a perfect system. You can even chop up some tough nettles and watch the hens go absolutely crazy for them. So, the next time you're pulling up those stubborn dandelions, do not throw them in the trash. Toss them over the fence. Your flock will thank you, and your wallet will definitely feel the massive difference. Now, let us move straight into your kitchen. You probably throw away a small fortune in potential chicken feed every single week without even realizing it. I am talking about kitchen scraps. Vegetable peelings, the ends of cucumbers, carrot tops, and even leftover plain rice are absolute gold for your flock. There is a persistent myth out there that giving human food to chickens will ruin their digestion or stop them from laying eggs. This is simply not true. As long as you avoid highly salty, heavily sugary, or moldy foods, your chickens are like little feathered recycling machines. They will turn your leftover broccoli stems and watermelon rinds directly into fresh eggs. Think about the incredible efficiency of this. You are taking food waste that would normally sit in a landfill producing methane, and you are converting it into high-quality protein for your family. A great example of this is offering them a leftover pumpkin after Halloween. They will pick it entirely clean down to the thinnest skin. It keeps them entertained for hours and fills their bellies for absolutely 0 cents. Have you ever noticed how excited chickens get when you turn over a pile of dirt? That brings us to our next amazing zero-cost feed strategy, which is the compost pile. If you do not have a compost pile in your backyard yet, you are missing out on the greatest free chicken buffet in existence. When you create a compost heap, you are not just making fertilizer for your plants. You are actually breeding hundreds of thousands of delicious protein-rich bugs, worms, and grubs. Chickens absolutely love to scratch through compost. It is their natural, ancient instinct. By letting your flock have access to your compost bin, they do all the hard work of turning and aerating the pile for you. As they scratch, they find fat earthworms and insect larvae. This provides them with the essential animal protein they need to lay strong, healthy eggs. You do not need to buy expensive dried mealworms from the pet store. Nature provides them for free right in your decaying leaves and grass clippings. It is a fantastic partnership where the chickens get a free meal and your garden gets perfectly processed soil. Here is a secret that very few backyard breeders talk about, but it can save you hundreds of dollars a year. You can actually partner with local businesses in your town to get massive amounts of free food. Supermarkets, local grocery stores, and small restaurants throw away hundreds of pounds of perfectly good produce every single week simply because it is a little bruised or wilted. Consumers will not buy a slightly soft tomato or wilted lettuce, but your chickens will think it is a luxury feast. All it takes is a polite conversation with the produce manager at your local independent grocer. Ask them if they would be willing to save their produce scraps in a box for you to pick up once or twice a week. You can even offer them a fresh carton of eggs every now and then as a thank you. You will be amazed at how much food you can haul away for free. I have seen people bring home entire crates of organic apples, spinach, and squash. This method easily provides enough volume to feed a large flock entirely for free, especially during the winter months when bugs and weeds are scarce. Let us dive into something that sounds a bit gross, but is an absolute game changer for free protein. I am talking about farming black soldier fly larvae. Do not let the word fly scare you. Black soldier flies are not pests, they do not bite, and they do not carry diseases like common house flies do. Their larvae are considered one of the highest quality protein sources for poultry in the entire world. And the best part is that you can grow them for free using a simple plastic bucket and your kitchen waste. You just drill some holes in a bucket, put some food scraps inside, and let nature take its course. The female flies will naturally lay eggs, and soon you will have thousands of fat, nutritious grubs. As the larvae mature, they instinctively try to climb out of the bucket to pupate. You can design a small ramp that leads them to drop right into the chicken run. It is an automatic, self-harvesting free protein dispenser. This completely shatters the myth that you have to buy expensive soy or fish meal to keep your hens producing eggs. You just let the insects do the heavy lifting. We absolutely cannot talk about free chicken feed without mentioning the most natural method of all, which is free-ranging. If you have the space and a safe environment, simply opening the coop door and letting your birds roam is the best thing you can do for their diet and your wallet. A chicken is a natural forager. They have incredible eyesight and can spot a tiny tick or a tasty grasshopper from yards away. When chickens are allowed to roam freely over pasture or through a wooded backyard, they will happily forage for up to 70% of their daily dietary needs. They eat a diverse mix of seeds, grasses, insects, and even small frogs or mice. Yes, chickens are tiny dinosaurs, and they are excellent hunters. By allowing them to hunt and forage, you drastically reduce the amount of feed you need to provide. Plus, the exercise and varied diet make the birds significantly healthier. The eggs from free-ranging hens have deep, bright orange yolks that are packed with omega-3 fatty acids. So, let them out, let them explore, and watch your feed bill practically disappear. When autumn arrives, nature drops millions of calories right onto the ground, and most people just rake them up and throw them away. I am talking about the fall harvest of acorns, beech nuts, and fallen fruit. There is a very common myth that acorns are highly toxic to chickens. While it is true that raw, green acorns contain high levels of tannins, which can be bitter and mildly upsetting to their stomachs, there is a very simple fix. If you collect ripe brown acorns, crack them open, and soak them in water for a few days, the tannins wash right out. After drying, you have an incredible calorie-dense free food source that will keep your flock warm and energized all winter long. You can also gather crab apples, wild berries, and overripe fruit that has fallen from neighborhood trees. Many neighbors will actually thank you for cleaning up the slippery mess under their apple trees. You can mash this fallen fruit and mix it with a little warm water for a cozy winter treat. Nature provides a massive bounty every single fall, and with a tiny bit of effort, you can store it up for zero cost. Have you ever heard of the deep litter method? This is a wintertime secret that keeps your coop warm and provides a constant source of free snacks for your birds. Instead of constantly cleaning out all the pine shavings or straw from the floor of your coop, you simply keep adding a fresh layer of carbon material on top of the chicken droppings. As this thick layer builds up over the winter, the bottom layers begin to compost right there inside the coop. This composting process generates natural heat, keeping your chickens cozy without needing a dangerous electric heat lamp. But here is the best part regarding free food. That active compost layer becomes a living ecosystem. Beneficial microbes and tiny insects begin to thrive in the warm, breaking down matter. Your chickens will spend all day happily scratching through this deep litter, finding little tasty morsels of microbial life and tiny bugs. It keeps them entertained when they cannot go outside in the snow, and it supplements their diet beautifully. It is literally a floor made of natural warmth and tiny free snacks. Now, what if I told you that you could take the free seeds, grains, and wild edibles you gather and magically multiply their nutritional value? You can do exactly that through the simple process of fermentation. Fermenting your gathered chicken feed is basically just soaking it in water for 3 to 4 days until it gets slightly bubbly and smells a bit like fresh sourdough bread. You can do this with cheap whole grains if you occasionally buy them, but you can also do it entirely for free with gathered wild grass seeds, amaranth seeds, and chopped root vegetables. The fermentation process breaks down the tough anti-nutrients in the seeds, making the vitamins and proteins much easier for the chicken's body to absorb. This means the chickens actually feel full faster and eat significantly less volume while getting even healthier. The natural probiotics developed during fermentation also boost their immune system, meaning fewer vet bills and healthier birds. You are taking free ingredients and turning them into a superfood with just a bucket of tap water and a few days of patience. Finally, let us talk about growing a garden specifically dedicated to your flock. I know what you are thinking. Buying seeds costs money. But if you learn to save seeds from year to year, this method becomes 100% free. You can designate a small corner of your yard to grow high-yield, low-maintenance plants like giant sunflowers, amaranth, and comfrey. Sunflowers are incredibly easy to grow. At the end of the summer, you simply cut the massive flower heads off, dry them, and toss them whole into the chicken run during the dead of winter. The chickens will spend hours pecking out the fat, oil-rich seeds, which gives them the essential energy they need to stay warm. Comfrey is another absolute miracle plant. It grows back incredibly fast after you cut it, and its large leaves are packed with protein and calcium. You can cut comfrey leaves multiple times a summer, dry them out, and crumble them up as a green winter supplement. By letting just a few plants go to seed each fall, you guarantee a lifetime supply of free, organic crops designed specifically for your chickens. The biggest plot twist in backyard chicken keeping is realizing that the expensive commercial feed industry is a totally modern invention. For thousands of years, humans raised incredibly healthy, productive chickens without ever stepping foot inside a farm supply store. By combining kitchen scraps, garden weeds, natural composting, insect farming, and a little bit of neighborhood foraging, you can absolutely drop your feed bill to zero. It takes a shift in mindset, treating your backyard as an interconnected ecosystem rather than just a patch of grass. Your chickens are natural workers and foragers. Let them do what they do best. Thank you so much for watching and learning how to reclaim your independence from the feed stores. If you found these zero-cost methods helpful, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe so you never miss our future homesteading guides. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these free feeding methods are you going to try first? Drop your answer in the comments below and let us get a great discussion going.